Howdy folks, and welcome to this Let's Play of Master of Orion, which we are playing as Terrans. Now, this is episode 2, which we're playing as Terrans. Unfortunately, I had played this once or twice before episode 2, but due to some technical issues, this game seemed to have crashed. So I need to revert back to the end of the Let's Play for episode 1, which is really what I've actually last uploaded onto YouTube. So let's get cracking on that and basically revert back to that last saved game. So at least we're in the same situation. You know where we left off, and I, well, mostly know where we left off, even though I had progressed further than that already. So let's have a look at where we are at this particular point in time once the game is loaded. It takes a minute or so, or a minute, a couple of seconds more. So in terms of what we got in our hands at the moment, let's just go north here. We've got 2 colonized worlds at the moment. So the one down here in Caliph number 2 and of course Alpha Ceti Prime. In terms of our relationships, we are at the moment not really on the best of footings with of course the Darloks, which I basically played in the previous recordings. But let's just carry on. Let's go to the next episode and see what we can actually do here. Now we are of course using our space factory here to build another military outpost there. Let's have a brief look at our production queue. We are building a destroyer, level 3. We're building another colony ship. And I'm just going to add a few extra buildings to here. I'm going to build some biospheres as well. And I guess that's it for the moment. I do need to do something about my pollution levels here. Let's have a look at the next colony ship or the next world. We are doing, of course, also our output of food there. We're looking to increase automated factory, would be a very useful addition, I think. Missile base, I could probably do without for the moment being, and I probably want to add myself another destroyer here. So I'm going to basically move up the automated factory to that position. I'm going to get rid of the missiles. And yes, government support facility I will need, otherwise as soon as my population reaches a certain size, I will run into trouble with that. So we finished a military outpost there, like I said earlier. Just going to move him over here. And I intend, of course, to move him into this system here. I just need to get myself a destroyer first, so at least I can destroy that particular pirate base. Again, do bear in mind, this is quite different from other strategy games real time. This is a turn-based strategy game, similar to Civilization and so forth. Now we can actually upgrade this ship here, as you see. And what do I want to do with them? Well, let's first warp over to here. And let's then look further. I'm going to place him there. There's a space eel there. A giant eel's been discovered lurking in the galaxy.
Long-range scanners have detected a gigantic space eel lurking in a previously unexplored sector of space.
Great news. Thanks, guys. GNN. Every time I see that, I actually am reminded of CNN instead of GNN. Back when this game was released in its very original form, CNN was becoming to be more popular in Europe. So I was watching it at that time, so I guess that was one of the key things that brought it back to mind there. So I'm going to basically move this destroyer onto that particular pirate planet.
The feeble light of your people wings.
Nope, we're not going to pay any tribute. You can forget about us paying tribute. We are going to retreat from here. We were able to destroy one of their ships. Ooh. Good for us.
Long have we made
They've declared war. Well, thanks, guys. I love the fact that you declare war upon me. Well, just sarcastically saying. I wish only I'd retreated not to another world, but basically really to the wormhole. So most likely I will be losing my ship. Most likely, not certain. Actual fact, we didn't. Lucky me. Caliph 2 has completed their farm. Pirate fleet has been detected, and Darlok, I've enacted a blockade on Caliph number 2. And what does that mean, a blockade? A blockade is imposed, which means that they cannot buy production, which means I cannot invest money in there. Structures automatically scrapped and won't recover costs. The strongest hostile fleet will control the blockade until challenged by a fleet of your race or a race of allied with you. Interesting. So they just destroyed the pirates. Interesting. Let's jump into here. That is my destroyer. I will take this ship and send it back here so it can be repaired in full. I'm building another colony ship at the moment, but I want to basically get in here yet another destroyer again. So at the moment my next one in the queue would be frigates. I'm going to emphasize the destroyer first before I build another destroyer in the later point in the queue. And I guess that should do for the moment. And instead of basically letting them escape, I'm obviously going to engage them and destroy them. So I'm going to basically auto-resolve this, but I will destroy them. Perfect. And I'll keep this on guard mode for the moment being. Finish that particular one. I'm going to move my factory ship into position there to support them. And it looks like we got more pirates inbound. I'll put them in guard position, which actually should also heal them at the same time. So this world here has now reached its maximum production. So I'm going to balance this, which basically means they're reducing the food output as much as possible. And at the same time they are emphasizing other bits. Now I do want to move forward this here. And I'm basically going to clean up the mess that I got on the planet. Lots of pollution there. Question then is, will they destroy the surveillance system or not? Research has been completed. Miniaturization of our missiles, which will have an impact on all of our ships, I reckon. If we got missiles on there, that's bombs. And we got missiles only on the frigates. So the frigates are upgraded to Merculite missiles.
Our engineers await your command.
What's the next thing to do? We are either gonna get biotechnology, which gives us fungal forms, which would be useful for growing our worlds. We're gonna upgrade this ship, will we? Yeah, let's go for it. And we have got another fleet here ready to be issued with orders. Military outpost. There we go. Auto-resolve, and they were destroyed. We dealt them damage, and they received damage. Thanks for that. Nice to see us having some success here. Biotechnology has been researched.
Our engineers have made a new discovery.
So what's the next one we could go for? Of course, colonial revenue. But from a military's perspective, we could actually go for our neutron blaster modification, which gives us shield technology as well.
Brilliant. Excellent.
Perfect. Let's keep on advancing time here. They've got 2 frigates, scouts and so forth. We are going to retreat. And we lost 2 ships, unfortunately. Very unfortunately. I want to basically get my destroyer in play as quickly as I can. And there are the frigates as the next item to be built. Colony ship, I'm going to basically sleep that for the moment being. Actually, I'm going to sleep it around the asteroid there. Ah, they're my destroyer. If only I'd sent the right ship. Anyways, doesn't matter. We'll get there. They put another blockade in. Now, how big is that fleet here? 2 frigates. And they're both damaged.
My liege, a moment, please.
Cool. class 1 shield and ECM jammers. What are we going to go for? I think we're going to go for the shields. Which allows us to upgrade, of course, all of our designs. So shields on this one and shields on that one as well.
Our engineers await your command.
Upgrading the frigate. And we move that into position and then upgrade this one as well. Upgrade that one as well. Done. Perfect. So I'm going to choose my new research, and the next one I'm going to do is the xenobiotics.
Brilliant.
Which allows, of course, to clean the pollution from the world itself. Alright, we're moving together with those two now. So in terms of defense, our defense is now better than our weapons, which I guess was always the case already. Tundra, ultra poor. Okay. Let's first defend that and then take these guys out. To resolve. Perfect, thanks guys. So our shields themselves, of course, will repair themselves. So there won't be any loss to us.
GNN. Galactic News.
Generous donation to the Terran Khanate. Well, thanks guys.
Altruism is on the rise as a wealthy merchant has contributed a large sum to the Terran Khanate.
A bit of money is always welcome. Thank you. Let's have a look at what we can do next. Our ships are ready now. We're going to move them into the system. Our frigates will be ready shortly, and we will also want to add a new factory ship to there because we just lost it. I want to get a new one, and I want to get my atmospheric renewer in here as well. Factory ships are being prioritized, and actually I'm going to prioritize the other building as well. They're trying to flee from us. Or trying to. Good luck, guys. We destroyed both of them, and we didn't even suffer any hits. The only thing that hit us basically are shields. They used the Merculite missiles, we used the neutron blaster. Or it's the other way around. Anyways, they're destroyed. Good. At that point I want to basically move them into here. And I actually do want to get myself one of those space factories, and I want to get that quickly. So can I basically build one quickly here? I can. So if I go back to my main planet, why do I have to use this interface? I could have just used the next and previous buttons. Anyways, I can get rid of that from my queue, and I can just carry on as I had done before. Where I will now want to make sure I get some extra destroyers in here as well. Just adding an extra destroyer to the queue. Next turn. What I should have done as well is move my factory ship here. So that planet is toxic but rich. Actually, in this planet here, I also want to add another colony ship to my queue. And probably in this queue, I want to add something else. Let's first build something here though, which is my outpost. I'm going to bomb this particular planet here. Bombs away.
Your crew descends to
Population
investigate the remains
here,
of the pirate
with of course the
enclave.
extra population, which is the slaves that we have free.
Is near total.
Alright. Tundra ultra poor. That one is volcanic abundant with gold. But really this one is a particular planet with moons, so that could potentially give me some benefits later on. Now at the moment I need to make a choice here. Soil enrichment or deep sea cooling. Oh, now the one gives me extra research, the other one gives me additional food. And that's actually food per cell. The other one is research in total. So I actually think that the research might be quite beneficial here, because it doesn't actually require
Our
any additional
engineers
cells.
have made a new discovery, my liege.
Toxic processor again helps me reduce pollution. What's the next one we could basically go for? It's the spy center, I think, is what we want to go for. I'm going to put these into guard mode here.
Our restlessness has been cause for much
We
strife.
get into a peace position.
should have known.
Sweet. Thanks, guys. I love the way your hands
Still
are
will
so
fall deep yet.
four-fingered instead of five. Good. Thanks, guys. I do want to get on here an extra scout ship. Scout ship, I want to get another starbase as well. Toxic processor. What else do I need? Actually, toxic processor is not needed here yet. I do want to get a fungal farm, for example. And I do also want to get my missile base now. Prioritize the scout over the other one. Frigates are already here. I'm going to move it to this position here. And I'm going to set it to guard mode. This one's finished. There are some extra bits that we could do here. I'm going to build a surveillance system here, just in case any aliens plan on coming through this loop here. I want to be able to keep an eye on them. And we have, of course, arrived in orbit like we were just told, and I'm going to basically create a colony here on this particular world. It's not really hospitable. It is a toxic world, so it looks a bit more toxic. Toxic lakes and so forth. Settling down, and our colony has been built. Now, of course, that does have a consequence for us. The consequence being we cannot actually do any extra food production. So one of the key things I want to do on here, I want to get my biospheres in here, automated factory, fungal farms, hydroponic farms, and of course a government support facility. I think that is the exact order I want to go for, I think. Or do I want to start maybe with my factory? I think the factory might be beneficial, so I'm just going to buy that, so at least that gives me a boost in terms of output already.
Our engineers have made
Extra
a new
research.
discovery, my
And
liege.
a spy center is of course an interesting one to go for. Fission weapons. We can either get the fusion beam or we can get the bomb. I think I want to go for the beam in a minute, but I also want to maybe get my cruiser design here. Allows me to get additional ship design options in there.
Khan of Khans.
We can now build a spy center, and yes, I do want to build a spy center, but you have to build that on a planet where it's useful, and that's typically your home world. So let's build that spy center here. I actually want to prioritize it over the other ones. Why am I... my planet can grow bigger, that's why. So I set this to be balanced earlier, and that means it's automatically adjusting it. So the fact that I can now grow my population by 1, of course, means they basically put more emphasis on food production now. Megalomaniac, really? Why is that? I got more than 100 ships? No, I don't. Okay. So fleet needs orders. So I will send them out here to scout that particular system. It's a scout ship after all. And then from there I want to go on to that star system there, which is that yellow star. Fleet needs orders. So we finished that scanning system there. I want to basically do the same over here. I'm at peace at the moment. Ooh. Not good. We were defeated, but this of course does tell me I should be able to move my ships into position. Particularly since I'm now at peace with the guys there. That should be a good option. Unfortunately, we lost that scanning station. So we've got a new spy available at this point. We want to assign him a mission, and we're going to do counter-espionage to basically protect our homeworld in this instance from any foreign spies to get in. Now I do have now, of course, ships ready here. I'm going to get my full fleet engaged here in destroying these guys here. I'm going to say bye-bye. They are using Stingray warheads. Accuracy is at 100%. Interesting. Now, we received 20 damage. Okay. Space Factory again. We will have to rebuild that system. We've completed a new destroyer. I'll move it into the guard position there. Do I have another colony ship in the queue? I do. Let's just buy this one straight away. Choosing an additional research, so we cruiser design is now ready. Updating our blueprints, which also contain other bits and bobs. It's basically titanium armor. We're upgrading that now. Perfect.
Our engineers await your command.
What are we going to do next? We are going to go for these microbiotics, I think. Upgrading our ships. Perfect. Let's do the same thing. Surveillance system. Space Seal is a little bit too powerful for us still, so once we actually do have enough firepower and so forth, we will be going after him. So we're finding some signals there, which is probably the pirates.
And now, the state of the galaxy.
State of the galaxy, where are we? We've got 3 colonies. Scion 4 and the Alkari have got 4 as well. Right, I think that at this point we're at a really good point for us to be able to save the game. So this is of course the Terran. Let's play number 2. Well, hopefully you enjoyed today's session, and I hope to see you on the next one. Have a great day. Bye-bye.